Everyone has a dark side. Not because they're evil, but because they're human. We all carry within us parts we don't fully understand, thoughts, feelings, or desires we've pushed deep into the background, hoping they'd just disappear. But the truth is, the more we bury them, the more they shape us in ways we don't realize. Today, we're going to explore something powerful, uncomfortable, and deeply human. Your shadow side. The side of you that you often ignore, yet it quietly influences your choices, your emotions, your relationships. And if you're brave enough to face it, it might just set you free. What is the shadow side? The concept of the shadow side was first introduced by Swiss psychologist Carl Jung. Jung believed that each of us has a persona, the version of ourselves we present to the world. It's who we try to be, who we think we should be. But behind that mask is the shadow. The shadow side is everything you've rejected, denied, or been ashamed of. It might be your jealousy, your fear, your ambition that you've been told is too much, your anger that you were never allowed to express. And here's the twist, your shadow is not inherently bad. In fact, it often contains parts of you that are simply unacknowledged. The parts that got shut down when someone told you, "Don't be so sensitive," or "You shouldn't want that," or "That's not who you are." But these parts don't disappear. They just move into the dark. Signs your shadow side is active. The tricky part is, you don't always know your shadow is running the show, because it doesn't speak in clear language. It shows up in patterns, reactions, triggers. For example, do you ever find yourself judging someone harshly, even though they haven't really done anything wrong? Do you ever feel a strong dislike toward people who are loud, confident, or emotional? When deep down, you wish you had the freedom to be like that? That's projection, a classic shadow behavior. Or maybe you constantly strive to be the best always, achieving, always pushing, but you're exhausted. And no matter how much you do, it never feels like enough. That's your shadow whispering. You are only worthy if you perform. Or perhaps you've always been the good one, the peacemaker, the one who avoids conflict. But inside, you feel unseen, even a little resentful. That quiet bitterness, that's your shadow asking to be heard. Real-life examples of the shadow side. Let's talk about how this shows up in real life. Think of Daniel. He's always busy, always achieving. He's the strong one. But behind closed doors, he struggles with anxiety. He's terrified of slowing down because if he stops, he might have to face the loneliness he's been avoiding. That loneliness is part of his shadow. Or take James. He's polite, generous, always the nice guy. But he secretly feels used. He says yes when he wants to say no. And deep down, he's angry. But he's never let himself feel it. That unspoken anger is his shadow. Or Leo. He keeps to himself. He avoids attention. People think he's calm and quiet, but inside, he's furious. At the world, at himself. That rage has nowhere to go, so it simmers quietly, shaping his choices. The shadow isn't evil. It's a part of you that never got a voice. How to recognize and work with your shadow. So, what do you do with your shadow? First, you welcome it. Not with fear, but with curiosity. Ask yourself, what do I criticize in others? What part of myself do I try hardest to hide? What emotions make me most uncomfortable? Then, start writing. Journaling is a powerful way to explore your inner world without judgment. Write down your thoughts, your fears, your envy, your guilt. No filter, no shame. Next, try mindfulness. Sit in silence and notice your emotions without trying to fix them. You'll be surprised how often your shadow shows up in stillness. And be honest with yourself and others. Practice saying things like, "I'm feeling insecure right now. I'm jealous, and that's okay. I need attention, and I'm not weak for wanting it." And lastly, talk to someone. A friend, a therapist. Sometimes we need a mirror to help us see what's been hiding in the dark. Here's the truth. You cannot be whole if you only accept the good parts of yourself. Wholeness means embracing it all, the strength and the struggle, the kindness and the resentment, the joy and the pain. Your shadow side is not a flaw. It's a guide. It shows you where healing needs to happen, where boundaries need to be set, where dreams have been buried. When you begin to see it not as something to fight, but as something to listen to, you unlock a deeper power within yourself. So, take a breath, turn your attention inward, and ask yourself, what part of me have I ignored for too long? Because when you learn to walk with your shadow, you stop running from yourself. And in that moment, you become whole. If this video spoke to you, hit like, share it with someone who needs it, and comment below. What part of yourself are you ready to accept today?